Okay, so there is his mouth and his eyes, and we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do Woodstock for you guys real quick. And I just use a wax paper to make my pastry cones. That or Ziploc bags, but I'm out of Ziploc bags right now, so we're just gonna use our pastry cone. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill him in with yellow. Okay, and like I said, it doesn't matter if we overlap some of that black, because we're not going to see this side anyway. I just want to make sure that I fill all those areas with yellow. And some of my black is getting in there. You can just pick that right up with a paintbrush. Okay. And then just keep going. And since I'm here, I'm just gonna push these areas into the cracks. Push this yellow into these little crevices and into all the little corners. Okay. Continue on with his tail. And again, I'm just gonna push that yellow right into those corners. Okay. And make sure you have a paper towel handy so that you can just blot your brush. And basically what you want to do is you want to go around all of the black. I'll tell you what it is. It's the black is not cooperating. So I don't suggest the Wilton. That's a shame. And then just keep working it all around. And like I said, if you get a little black, it's not a big deal. Just pick it straight up with your paintbrush, just like that, and wipe it off. I'm going to go ahead and fill this in, and then I'm going to use my paintbrush just to do some of the touch-up. And then I'm just going to go back in to my little one. His name's Chase, by the way. And he hasn't learned to talk. So that's his little form of communication. It's grunting and groaning at mommy. Okay. So I feel pretty good about that. So we got that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the freezer for a few minutes, see if we can get that black to harden up a bit, and then we'll be back. Hey guys, so I've done the pumpkin, and I'm just going to run you through it real quick on Snoopy and show you how to go from there. So I'm going to turn it around. And I'm just going to take my white icing, and I'm basically going to, I'm just going to outline inside the outline, okay? Because I want my white icing, because we're going to do him in white, I want my white icing to push right up against that black line, okay? So that's the first step. And again, we're going to take our paintbrush and push it all the way into the corners. Okay. And I'm just going to fill in all these holes with my icing. And I'm just outlining. Now I did notice that if your black tends to kind of flake off, you can put them in the freezer and it'll be just fine. Now again, it doesn't matter if we cover up that line, that outline a little, because we're going to do a top coat on this anyway in white, and you won't see it. Okay, but see how I kind of just outlined that whole little area. The little one's getting crazy back there. He knows when I'm busy. He likes to get wild. Alright, and then we're just going to go back in and we're going to fill that area in. You want to make sure you got a nice thick coat of icing in here. Okay. Now I'm going to go up and do his little ears. See, and you can see these little holes that I'm just basically even piping on top of that black, just squeezing that white into those little areas. Now, another suggestion is once you've got it in the freezer, because once we get this all filled in here, I'm going to go put it in the freezer for about 30 minutes and let it harden. I'm going to take him out and then I'm going to lift him up and look at him. Okay, just to make sure that I have it filled in everywhere. I'm just going to continue around the outline. Whoop. My bag just broke on me, but that's okay. We can continue on. Okay. Continue to go around the outline. His little eyes. And then we're just going to do a zigzag pattern and fill some of that other area in. go around his nose. As close as I can to that black. Okay. So he appears to be all filled in. What I'm going to go ahead and do, though, is I'm going to take my paintbrush and I am just going to go through and just push that paint, or icing rather, right into those little crevices. Okay? And we're going to take our white. And we're just going to fill in by his ear a little bit more. Okay. Now, okay, let me go ahead and lift this up so that I can just take a little peek. Alright, and then that way I can see my little areas that just need to be touched up a little bit. But other than that, he looks pretty good. So at this point, what I would do is go ahead and take him and put him in the freezer for about 30 minutes. And then when we come back, make sure they're taped down. And then we'll come back. He looks adorable. We'll come back and I'll show you our next step. We're actually almost done. This is the hardest part. You can see all my issues. And in all honesty, he has still come out really cute. So, alright, I can't wait to show you this. I'm going to go put him in the freezer. In about 30 minutes, we'll be back.